All right, so I made it home again. I had to go away. Had to go to the big city of Vancouver. Met up with some associates there. Spent some time with a doctor, 30-year professional doctor who filled me in on a whole pile of stuff that I already knew. Holy cow, did you ever top up that in knowledge? I don't know if you can see that hen back there, but that's Oprah Henfrey back there. We made friends. She decided she wanted to come out and hang out and cuddle up with me a little while ago, and now she doesn't stop, so she can lay the odd egg on the bench. What to say, where to start? I gotta get some emails shared, I gotta get some voices shared, I gotta get caught up. I got a lot of work I gotta do here. Social media is threatening to absolutely erase me lately, just because I guess I've been taking a little too far. I've been fighting like a mad dog online because I can. And once you start a fight, you can't stop. A lot of people can't stop. A lot of people do stop. It's a sad thing. There's a lot going on in the world today. A lot of things are becoming in our face apparent. They've been in our face apparent for a long time. There's a lot of knowledge out there that's available for every single human being out there. It's all out there. And unfortunately, I don't know why the majority of the population still listens to mainstream news, which has all been bought and paid for by federal governments. You should look into that. But anyway, make a long story short, I'm thinking I am going to make another channel. I'll share what the name of it's going to be shortly. I probably get 50-50 emails right now compared to other truths going on in our world today, as well as what's going on in the real world, the forests and the mountains of our various continents on this planet. And it's a shame, a lot of those voices I don't share on this channel, for obvious reasons. But those voices need to be heard, and that knowledge needs to be shared. And we're very limited on places to share these truths, but they need to get out. So I'm going to make another channel. I'll reveal the name of that channel soon. I'm going to load it up with a handful of videos right off the bat, and then when I hit these other topic emails, I'm going to share them on that channel. All right? And they'll try to keep this channel to this theme. It won't be too hard to do because it's just we will edit out of the current video I'm making and put in a separate one and just slam it onto that channel for all who are curious to hear the voices of very knowledgeable people in this world who continually email me with messages to get out to all of you, which is very, very important. Mainstream media doesn't want me to get information out. A lot of people think I'm taking a little too far, my battle of social media. Was the latest reason they said, that's it, I'm about to lose all my social media privileges. It's because some friends of mine obtained the criminal who is called Prime Minister in Canada, gave me his phone number. So I decided I'd share it publicly with the world so that everybody get a hold of it and let them know just what they think of how much of a great job he's doing. They didn't like that too much, but that post stayed up for quite a while. Got another chicken down here rustling around in the crud. So anyway, that's my little caffeine-filled ramble for this morning. And now I'm going to skip right through to getting some voices heard, some important voices heard. Every voice is important when they come my way. And but just so you know, I'm creating another channel, and it will be titled appropriately, and I will let you know right away once it's available, which isn't going to be too far away. Now listen to this. This is called Arizona 4RE, your challenge, so please share with everyone. You got it. Arizona 4, you guys, just so you guys know, there's a handful of you guys who make up the Arizona 4, and you guys have all emailed me numerous times, and I think some of you are frustrated. I haven't getting back to you, and I'll tell you what, my plates are stacked full, like a stack of pancakes full on my plate, and I'm trying to battle through it. There's a whole pile of people in here that I really need to reply to and talk back and forth with thoroughly, with a clear mind, so I can stay focused and get across and back and forth what we need to get back and forth. It's just very, very busy times right now, especially because I've been taking on fighting like a mad dog for my country, for everybody. And that's a lot of time consuming. It's very time consuming as well, all right? So if anybody out there thinks I'm snubbing them, I'm not, all right? There's just one of me right now, and this is a lot, but I'll get through it. What's going on, Oprah Winfrey? Hi Steve, before I get too deep into this challenge, I urge you, if you have not already done so, and all the listeners, to read or at least get an understanding of the allegory of the cave, also known as Plato's Cave. You seem to understand that governments lie and try to obfuscate this subject and many others. The things I'm going to talk about. All right. Had a couple more interruptions. Excuse me, here we go. Let me get into this one. The allegory of the cave, also known as Plato's Cave. You seem to understand that the government's lie and try to obfuscate this subject and many others. The things I'm going to talk about come from over 8,000 hours in the field, boots on the ground, and countless more hours researching, along with over 3,000 hours of audio recording since 2017, trying to come to some understanding of what I've experienced. I would guess that 2/3 of the time I've spent out in the field, I was alone and have had so many unbelievable encounters. Now would be a great time to state that I'm not looking for fame or notoriety, nor am I interested in any financial gain. This is a personal journey that over the past several years have included several other people. A few of you know as the Arizona 4. Don't let the paradigm dictate your experiences. Let your experiences dictate your paradigm. If I understand your challenge, it's who are we to the forest people? This is going to be most likely hard for most to get their heads around, being that so many people haven't fallen hook, line, and sinker to Darwin's theory and evolutional theory. These two lies are the backbone to why traditional science and the powers that be don't want anyone to know who and what these beings are. After I studied Melba Ketchum's DNA study, shortly after I got into this field of learning, I was absolutely convinced they were Nephilim, talked about in ancient prophetic texts such as the Bible and the Book of Enoch. But after my studies and interactions, I had to throw out that idea. I could go really deep here, but I'm going to stick to a much shorter version. On several trips, we had asked them, the forest people, what they call themselves. And finally, they answered, the people. So I refer to them as the forest people. They have families, culture, and hierarchy. They are full of love and trust as a major component of their ways. They have the ability to broadcast emotions and don't have to follow the same laws of physics that you and I are bound to. More times than I can count, they have shared their love with me, and it's an incredible feeling. A type of love that can only come from our Creator, and the Nephilim could never do this, nor would they. This is when I decided to learn from them, not other men, who and what they are. I decided to let my experiences dictate my paradigm. I'm liking this. The biggest issue we have is we have always been conditioned to fear the unknown and things that go bump in the night for all bad or evil. That's just not the case. First and foremost, I will never tell anyone to ignore their gut feelings. They are there for a reason. I already wrote you about how mind speak saved my life, but I intentionally left out this one for the purpose of this email. There are other things out there besides the forest people that are dangerous. My 15-year-old grandson and I are going to stay one extra night after family trip. We had the truck packed except for our cots and sleeping bags. Just as the sun was starting to set, I got mind speak, leave now, danger. After the coyote incident, I wasn't about to second guess what I was told. We started to pack up the cots and bags when everything changed. I mean, it was like we were in a different area. All color left the area and we both had a sinking feeling. This put me in combat mode until we were in the truck. It wasn't until we were about 5 miles down the little 2-track road that things returned to normal. Now back to the point. So many of us misinterpret what's actually going on. Hell, I did when I was a Boy Scout and had my first encounter, previous email. What I've learned from the forest people is I have nothing to fear from them. Who are we to them? One night I had a vision, not a dream, a vision. Chuck, one of the Arizona 4, and I were at a location I call Hilltop 91, sitting in the exact places we always sit during the night. A very large old forest person I now refer to as Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid, because that's what his demeanor was like. He walked up to us. and we started having a conversation, none of which I can remember until he said he had to leave. I said, wait, I have some questions and I want to be able to remember this when I wake up. He turned around and said, what's your questions? First, why me? I asked this because I seem to have so many interactions with them, more than anyone else I've heard of, and they are all started by them. He showed me what looked like a hologram of my brain and pointed out something. Not the pineal gland, but something else, and what he called it I don't remember, and said, because you're awake. Second question, do you know who God and Jesus are? I keep looking at the camera up at the top because I finally bought this camera shuts off automatically. That's been a problem for I don't know how long. It's a Canon 5D Mark III, and I bought a monitor on top of the face of me so I can see it's still recording. Otherwise I gotta jump off and go around to the back of the camera to see if it's recording. Just so you know. Sorry for that little interruption. Because you're awake. Second question, do you know who God and Jesus are? He looked at me like I was an idiot and said, of course. Third question had to do with these little twinkle lights we see when they were around. Why are the little lights different colors? He looked at me again like I was an even bigger idiot and responded with, why are all of your eyes different colors? On another occasion, I had asked a question about something I had received from a resource of mine who is a government employee with high-level clearance. He was talking about the Sumerian tablets and that they have only released about 0.5% to the public of what they have actually found and deciphered. Some of which talk about the ancient civilizations much older than what we are led to believe exist. It talks about their God, but they didn't call him God, but the One. So I decided to put this to test. Understanding the forest people are much older than most realize, and so while out on one of our trips, I asked if they knew who the One was. Almost before I finished the question, I got a mind speak. He is the creator. He is the Almighty. This floored Chuck and myself. I'm not sure if it was this trip or another one. It's so hard with so many things happening to recall what and when without going back through all my notes and audio. It all tends to blur together. Anyway, I was told we are all children of the Creator. Without getting all biblical and giving out a sermon, we lost what I believe our original abilities prior to the original sin / our fall, and they never did. They have rules about what they can do or say so. Who gave them the rules? To them, we are the most part rotten beings. We destroy, we kill, we lie, and for the most part are untrustworthy. Remember, trust is everything to them. So with this kind of understanding, it's no wonder they really don't want anything to do with us, and in my opinion, take pity on us. At this point, this is the best answer I can give you. Is it correct? I don't know. But what I do know is what I've been told, what I've experienced, and I feel honored to have earned such a high level of trust from my forest people friends. Thank you, Steve. Keep up the great work. Can I say your name? I think I can. Kevin Keene, aka Arizona Squatch. Peace out. Okay, Kevin. Like I said earlier, I think one of your partners has emailed me a bunch of times or something. I didn't get them. A lot of times I get a whole pile of emails from people. I don't get them to them yet, and then they'll snap and blow a gasket on me and get angry with me and think that I'm snubbing them, and I'm not. If you guys could see the inboxes of my 3 or 4 emails, it'd be a little mind-boggling. So anyways, what I think I'm going to do with this email, I'll leave it alone by itself so let everybody munch on it. So I got to look at the camera, not the monitor. And I'm going to do I'll do another video and drop it later today. I'm going to do a double drop today, all right, you guys? So let this one stand on its own. I do believe I have a pile of emails from these guys that are going to be very informative for the curious. And I believe my gut instincts tell me that we need to listen to these guys, all right? And listen to everybody else. And of course, I will be making certain that every single voice that came into me that wants to be heard will be heard. All right? In the meantime, I could just go off and on and on and on about so many things right now, but I'll stop right now and let this one sit and let everybody munch on this one alone by itself. And then I have to carry on getting caught up in various things after being away for a couple days. And I can do some work here as well. Once I get that done, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get some voices heard again. And Kevin, to you, thank you so much for sending that email, man. And could you please send more? I guess what I should do, as long as I remember to, is Google search your name. And maybe possibly just email me back, Kevin, with your email, your group's email, their emails or their names, so I can search on my inbox. And what I'll do is I'll take all the emails that are from your group, throw them into one zone so that I can get them out. All right? Because I'm certain there's going to be a bunch in there I haven't even had my eyes on, without a doubt. And that's about it. That's a short one to the point today. And I will do another one later on today. And then we'll get this ball rolling. And I am very eager to get the new channel rolling. And just so you know what the title will be, it will be True, with a small TH, Warriors. All right? Truth Warriors, but at the same time, True Warriors. And that's what the next channel is going to be. And it's going to be loaded. All right? I'll be back shortly. This is Oprah Winfrey. She calms right down and quietens right up as soon as I get my hands on her. Little Oprah Winfrey, all she wants is love. A little love and attention, safety. Right? Yeah. You know I've hit that next level crazy when I start packing a chicken around, right? You gonna drop some eggs on the bench for me again? There you go. See you later.